Next on Worcester News tonight, a crime scene in West Brookfield tonight. Police discover multiple dead bodies in a home. Plus, the Worcester School Committee speaking out against arming teachers in schools. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. We begin in West Brookfield tonight, where a residential neighborhood has turned into a crime scene after multiple dead bodies are found in a home on Old Warren Road. Our Gretchen LaRosa was at the scene and has the latest.
Police confirm multiple bodies found inside a home on Old Warren Road in West Brookfield Thursday. The State Fire Marshal's office was on scene. District Attorney Joseph Early Jr. and state police detectives assigned to his office are investigating. Andrew Perez, an employee at a nearby pizza shop, says the family who lives in the home frequents the restaurant and says the children who live there are all under 10 years old.
Nice, down-to-earth people, great kids. So we're all taking the news pretty hard here. Most of my days are spent here, so I see them quite often. Like I said, good people.
Andrew Perez says the father was not home at the time and considers him a good friend.
The families come in here for years while they've been living there. Moses, I would say he's a good friend of mine. I see him quite often. Great guy. You know, he'd give you a shirt off his back type guy, and this whole family's like that. Really nice, down-to-earth people, great kids.
Now, there's still a lot of information coming in tonight. West Brookfield Fire Department took to Twitter asking people to keep this family in their thoughts and prayers. They also say it will be an active scene for quite some time and suggest avoiding the area. Anna, back to you.
Thanks, Gretchen. Switching gears now, following the school shooting massacre in Parkland, Florida, more conversations are being had about the possibility of arming school teachers. There's a lot of opposition coming out against the issue, including here in Worcester. Mayor Joseph Petty says he's against it and feels it's the wrong thing to do.
That was an emergency situation in the school. The police come. Now there are guns in the building. How does that help the police? I think it's a major mistake. I'm not supportive. It will never happen as long as I'm the mayor of the city of Worcester.
School committee members Diana Biancaria and Dante Comparetto say they're also opposed to the idea, but both say they're open to looking at other options to enhance safety in schools.
We have police that are trained in that area. We have safety liaisons in our schools. Maybe we need to put more safety liaisons in our schools. Perhaps that's an idea we can put on the table.
Social workers or adjustment counselors, psychologists, and these are the folks that are really on the front lines, and we need to be investing in them in our schools.
Meanwhile, there are many out there who support the proposal, including 2 local police chiefs who say it could prevent a major tragedy. Our Chandler Walsh has the story. Local police chiefs are speaking out, supporting the idea of arming teachers.
They would have to be trained, licensed individuals, trained with the local PD.
A bullet coming from a gun, whether it be a school teacher or a custodian, is no better or no more or less powerful than one that I have.
The idea proposed by President Trump after the school shooting in Parkland, Florida, has drawn some controversy. Oxford Police Chief Anthony Saad says he doesn't think all teachers should be armed, but a select few who meet the criteria.
Look around at your building, look at your staff. Do you see any individuals that you consider to be smart, have a lot of common sense, are physically and mentally strong, maybe the person that you consider to be the protector of the school? That could be a football coach in class, it could be a school principal.
Chief Saad's view has sparked some discussion in town. Oxford's Board of Selectmen Chair Dennis Lamanche was a teacher for 40 years and says the idea wouldn't work.
You have to understand what happens in the school. It's very easy, to be overpowered by students. You get 2 or 3 of them, a fight goes on or something. They know you got a gun on you or something. Who knows?
Saad says an armed school employee could save lives. He says school shootings are usually over in the first 3 to 5 minutes, and when police arrive, it could be too late.
When chaos has arrived at the school and it's a life or death situation, for somebody to step up and put a block in front of that situation that's happening until we can arrive.
Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight. The state Senate has passed a bill protecting students' information at public colleges and universities. The bill, filed by Senator Michael Moore, will now allow the schools to deny public records requests for the personal information of students. Under the existing law, public campuses are compelled to provide information, including students' names, home addresses, and cell phone numbers. The bill will now go to the House of Representatives for consideration. 6 months after they were brought to the city, OFO bikes are a popular mode of transportation. But there are still reports of damage and people trying to steal parts of the bikes. One resident captured an incident outside her home. Our Rosalind Flaherty has the details.
Cell phone video captures a man hammering an OFO rental bicycle outside Janine Daly's window. The man apparently trying to rip off the GPS tracker.
I stuck the phone through the blind and started videoing. I videoed him for 5 minutes. And he didn't even stop. He got more and more aggressive.
OFO is Worcester's bike share program. In September, the Chinese company delivered 400 bikes to the city. More than a week after the incident, the yellow bike still sits mangled outside Daly's apartment.
I just wish something would be done because the bikes aren't being used for what they're supposed to be used for. They're just destroyed.
This isn't the first incident with damaged bikes. This one was found in a bush last fall, missing a front wheel. OFO released a statement Thursday. While we can't prevent every instance of vandalism, we can control how we respond to the issue and have the technology and teams in place to deal with it quickly. Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce President Tim Murray met with OFO last week. He says only a small percentage of bikes were damaged in the first 6 months, and the program is successful. It's leading other bike sharing companies to explore coming to the city.
The feedback that we received from people from all across the city was generally very positive. When the plan was contemplated, people knew that there'd be a certain percentage of bikes that might be utilized improperly, but that was worked out, protocols were put in place, and I think the program was very successful in giving people transportation options.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
The Massachusetts man who allegedly sent Donald Trump Jr. a letter containing white powder is arraigned in Worcester Federal Court Thursday. 24-year-old Daniel Frizello of Beverly was held without bail. He's facing several charges, including 5 counts of mailing a threat to injure another person. His lawyer says he's on medication and he intends to plead not guilty.
He has wonderful parents, wonderful support. He's very much an overwhelmed young man who has got some issues and some difficulties that he's been dealing with through his life. But I am optimistic and confident that when all of the facts play out, there'll be a very good understanding of what transpired, and I'm expecting the best to work out.
Frizello's mother and father were in court today but declined to comment. Reliant Medical Group and UMass Memorial Healthcare launched a new program called Community Help. The program is an easy-to-use website where residents can access social services and healthcare resources in Greater Worcester. UMass Memorial Healthcare says they hope the platform helps people stay safe in the community.
So frequently people don't come to our attention until things are at crisis level, and this will help us be as proactive as possible at addressing those needs, and when someone is in crisis to be able to pull together a number of community resources and services.
The partnership hopes to bring healthcare providers, social workers, and the community together.